Welcome to this presentation on the top upcoming electric vehicles in India for 2025 and 2026. India's electric car market is entering its most exciting and competitive phase ever. Over a dozen new electric vehicles are about to hit the roads, covering every price point, from around 10 lakh rupees all the way up to 1 crore and beyond. In this presentation, we will walk through each of these exciting new models, compare their specifications, and discuss the key trends shaping this electric revolution. Let's get started. Here is a quick overview of what is coming. We have organized the 12 upcoming electric vehicles into 4 segments based on their price. The affordable segment, priced under 20 lakh rupees, has 3 exciting new models. The mid-range segment, between 18 and 31 lakh, is the most competitive, with 5 strong contenders fighting for buyers. The premium segment, between 40 and 55 lakh, has 2 impressive offerings. And the luxury segment, above 55 lakh, features 2 flagship electric vehicles from European manufacturers. Across all 12 models, the average claimed range now exceeds 500 kilometers, 8 different brands are represented, and 5-star safety ratings have become the norm. Let us begin by looking at the affordable disruptors. Let us start with the affordable disruptors. These are the electric vehicles priced under 20 lakh rupees. This segment is crucial because it is where the volume market lies. The 3 models we will look at are the Maruti Suzuki e-Vitara, the Kia Syros EV, and the BYD Atto 2. Each of these cars aims to bring electric mobility to mainstream Indian buyers at price points that were previously unimaginable for e-verses with this level of technology. The Maruti Suzuki e-Vitara is arguably the most consequential electric car launch in India this year. This is Maruti's first ever EV, and it brings the trusted Maruti brand name into the electric space. The car comes with 2 battery options. The 49 kWh pack delivers about 500 kilometers of range, while the larger 61 kWh pack pushes that to an impressive 543 kilometers. Power output ranges from 142 to 174 brake horsepower, depending on the variant. It rides on the Hertec T platform, which was co-developed with Toyota. Inside, you get dual 10.25-inch screens, a 10-speaker Infinity sound system, and Level 2 advanced driver assistance with over 15 functions. Safety is excellent, with a 5-star Bharat NCAP rating and 7 standard airbags. But perhaps the biggest advantage is Maruti's massive service network, with over 4,000 touchpoints across India. No other EV maker can match that level of after-sales coverage. Prices are expected between 15 and 22.5 lakh rupees, with a launch date in February 2026. The Kia Syros EV could become one of the most affordable electric SUVs in India. If Kia prices the base variant around 10 to 12 lakh rupees, it would directly challenge the Tata Punch EV while offering more interior space and technology. Test mules have already been spotted on Indian roads, and the design closely mirrors the regular Syros, with EV-specific changes like a closed-off grille. The expected battery is in the 40 to 49 kWh range, which should deliver around 300 to 370 kilometers of range. Features are expected to be generous, including dual 12.3-inch screens, cooled rear seats, and a panoramic sunroof. Full specifications have not been confirmed yet, but given Kia's track record with feature-rich vehicles, expectations are high. The launch is expected in the first half of 2026. The BYD Atto 2 is BYD's mass market play for India. It has been spotted testing since July 2025, and it sits on BYD's e-Platform 3.0. The car uses the proven Blade LFP battery, which is cobalt-free, with a 45.1 kWh capacity. This powers a 176 brake horsepower front motor with 290 Nm of torque, giving a 0-100 time of 7.9 seconds. Range varies between 312 to 410 km depending on the variant. The feature set is impressive for the price point. You get a 12.8-inch rotatable touchscreen, vehicle-to-load reverse charging, a 360-degree camera, and advanced driver assistance with adaptive cruise control. Since it will be assembled locally at BYD's plant in Sriperumbudur, Tamil Nadu, pricing should be competitive. At around 17 to 18 lakh rupees, it would become the most affordable BYD in India. Launch is expected around mid-2026. Now let us move to the mid-range battleground. This is where the real war is happening in India's EV market. The 18 to 31 lakh rupees segment now has 5 compelling electric SUVs, and this is where the maximum volume will be won and lost. The contenders are the Hyundai Creta Electric, the Mahindra BE6, the Mahindra XEV9e, the Tata Harrier EV, and the upcoming Tata Sierra EV. Let us look at each one in detail. The Hyundai Creta Electric has already proven that brand trust translates into strong EV sales. Launched in January 2025, it crossed 15,900 cumulative units by August 2025. The car is available with 2 battery options. The 42 kWh pack produces 135 brake horsepower with 420 km of range. The larger 51.4 kWh pack delivers 171 brake horsepower and 510 km of range. Independent testing has shown real-world range of about 407 km on the larger battery, which is an impressive 86% of the claimed figure. The Hyundai SmartSense Level 2 Advanced Driver Assistance Suite includes 19 safety functions. You also get vehicle-to-load capability, a Bose sound system, a 360-degree camera, and a panoramic sunroof. With over 32 variant combinations across 4 trims, Hyundai offers a level of granular choice that no competitor can match. The Mahindra BE6 is the enthusiast's choice in this segment. Built on Mahindra's all-new Anglo-born electric platform, which uses BYD Blade Cell technology, this coupe SUV delivers performance numbers that embarrass rivals, costing twice as much. The 79 kWh variant produces 286 brake horsepower and 380 Nm of torque. It hits 0-100 km per hour in just 6.7 seconds, with a claimed range of 683 km. Even the 59 kWh variant manages 556 km and 231 brake horsepower. Fast charging at 175 kW is class-leading, delivering 20 to 80% in roughly 20 minutes. The technology package is equally impressive. It is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 895 chipset with 24 GB of RAM and features dual 12.3-inch screens, Level 2 Plus ADAS, and a Harman Kardon 16-speaker audio system. The limited Batman edition, with just 999 units, sold out in 135 seconds. The BE6 holds a 5-star Bharat NCAP rating and has won the Indian Car of the Year award. The Mahindra XEV9e is the larger sibling of the BE6, sitting on the same Inglo platform. While the BE6 is a sporty coupe SUV, the XEV9e is designed for buyers who want the space and presence of a traditional D-segment SUV. It stretches to 4,790 mm in length, with a massive 663-litre boot and a 150-litre trunk for additional storage. The 79 kWh battery delivers 656 km of range and 281 brake horsepower. With the same excellent 175 kW fast charging capability as the BE6. The defining feature is the triple 12.3-inch wide CinemaScope screen setup. That includes a driver display, a central infotainment screen, and a dedicated passenger screen. All three are powered by the Snapdragon 895 chipset. You also get an augmented reality heads-up display and 7 standard airbags. Real-world range tests suggest 460 to over 500 kilometers is achievable, making the XEV9e genuinely viable for intercity road trips. The Tata Harrier EV is Tata's flagship electric SUV, and it made a strong impression at launch, scoring 10,000 bookings on its very first day. Built on the Acti.EV Plus platform, it offers 65 and 75 kWh battery options. The larger battery delivers a claimed 627 km of range. The headline feature is the QWD, or quad-wheel drive variant. This combines a 238 brake horsepower rear motor with a 158 brake horsepower front motor, for a combined output of approximately 390 brake horsepower. That gives a 0-100 sprint of just 6.3 seconds. The Harrier EV introduces several firsts for India. These include Summon Mode, where the car drives to you autonomously. There is also DrivePay, which is India's first in-car UPI payment system. The 14.5-inch Samsung Neo QLED touchscreen with Dolby Atmos JBL sound is truly premium. With a 540-degree surround view camera, 6 terrain response modes including rock, crawl and sand, and the highest ever Bharat NCAP score of 32 out of 32. This is India's most capable off-road EV. The Tata Sierra EV is an emotional car. Its boxy, upright silhouette pays homage to the iconic 1991 original Sierra, one of the most beloved vehicles in Indian automotive history. The signature wraparound rear glass has been reimagined for modern safety standards. The regular Sierra launched in November 2025, and the EV version is expected to follow within a few months. Built on Tata's Acti.EV Gen 2 platform, which it shares with the Curvy EV and Harrier EV. The Sierra EV is expected to offer 55 to 75 kWh battery options with a target range of over 500 kilometers. If Tata prices the base variant at around 18 lakh rupees as some reports suggest, the Sierra EV could become the value champion of the entire mid-range segment. Expect the Harrier EV's powertrain options and tech features to trickle down. Unofficial bookings are already open at some dealerships for just 11,000 rupees. This is one to watch closely. Now let us move into the premium and luxury territory. These are the electric vehicles priced at 40 lakh rupees and above, where cutting-edge technology meets brand prestige. We have 4 exciting models here. The Volvo EX30 and BYD Ceylon 7 in the premium space, and the Mercedes-Benz CLA Electric and Audi Q6 e-tron in the luxury segment. These vehicles bring 800-volt architectures, 700-plus kilometer ranges, and world-class interiors to Indian roads. Let us look at the two premium contenders side by side. On the left, the Volvo EX30. This is the smallest Volvo on sale, but it is arguably the smartest buy in the premium EV space. Locally assembled near Bangalore, it packs a 69 kWh battery delivering 480 kilometers of real-world range and 272 brake horsepower. Enough for a 0-100 time of 5.3 seconds. The interior is beautiful Scandinavian minimalism, with a single 12.3-inch vertical touchscreen and a 1040-watt Harman Kardon soundbar. Volvo has used recycled denim and PET bottles for the interior, and claims this car has the smallest carbon footprint of any vehicle they have ever produced. At 41 lakh rupees, it undercuts every German premium EV by a significant margin. On the right, the BYD Ceylon 7. This coupe SUV has quietly become a premium segment dark horse, with over 2,300 units sold since its February 2025 launch. The performance all-wheel drive variant delivers a staggering 530 brake horsepower. That makes it faster than most luxury E-versus costing twice as much, hitting 0-100 in just 4.5 seconds. It also leads the segment with 11 airbags and comes with a generous 7-year, 1.5 lakh kilometer battery warranty. The Mercedes-Benz CLA Electric is the most anticipated luxury EV launch of 2026. It arrives on Mercedes' all-new MMA platform, which is their first EV native architecture. This car has already won the 2026 European Car of the Year award. The numbers are remarkable. An 85 kWh battery delivers an astonishing 792 kilometers of WLTP range. That is the longest range in its class by a wide margin. The 800-volt architecture enables DC fast charging at up to 320 kilowatts, which means you can add roughly 300 kilometers of range in just 10 minutes. The India spec CLA 250 Plus is expected to deliver 272 brake horsepower from a single rear motor with a unique 2-speed transmission for better efficiency. The interior features the MBUX Superscreen, combining a 10.25-inch driver display with a 14-inch central touchscreen. A 405-liter boot and 101-liter trunk provide practical cargo space. The CLA Electric effectively replaces the discontinued EQA, EQB, and A-Class sedan, becoming Mercedes' entry-level EV in India. If priced near 55 lakh rupees, it could completely redefine expectations in the luxury EV space. The Audi Q6 e-tron sits at the very top of our list in terms of price and technology. It rides on the PPE platform, which stands for Premium Platform Electric, and was co-developed with Porsche. This is the same platform that underpins the Porsche Macan Electric. The India variant is likely to arrive with a 94.9 kWh battery, delivering between 598 and 641 kilometers of WLTP range, depending on the variant. The RWD Performance variant produces 326 brake horsepower, while the all-wheel drive Quattro version bumps that to 387. The range-topping SQ6 delivers a ferocious 517 brake horsepower. DC fast charging at 270 kilowatts achieves 10 to 80% in approximately 21 minutes. The interior is a technology showcase. You get a triple screen layout with an 11.9-inch driver display, a 14.5-inch central touchscreen, and a 10.9-inch passenger display with active privacy mode. The 830-watt Bang & Olufsen 3D20 speaker system and augmented reality heads-up display set a new standard. The animated OLED tail lamps with programmable light signatures add theatrical flair. As a CBU import, pricing will be steep, likely between 85 lakh and 1 crore 10 lakh. But the Q6 e-tron represents Audi's most compelling EV proposition for India. Here is the full comparison table showing all 12 electric vehicles at a glance. Starting from the most affordable, the Kia Syros EV at 10 to 15 lakh, all the way up to the Audi Q6 e-tron at 85 lakh to 1 crore 10 lakh. A few things stand out when you look at this table. First, the range numbers are remarkable. Almost every model now exceeds 400 kilometers of claimed range, and several push past 600. The Mercedes CLA Electric leads with a staggering 792 kilometers. Second, the mid-range segment between 18 and 31 lakh is incredibly crowded. You have 5 strong options from 4 different brands, all offering compelling combinations of range, power, and features. Third, the power levels across the board have jumped significantly. Even affordable models now offer over 170 brake horsepower. And in the premium space, the BYD Ceylon 7 offers 530 brake horsepower for under 55 lakh, which is extraordinary value. 5 of these 12 models have already launched, with the remaining 7 expected by mid-2026. Before we wrap up, let us look at the 5 major trends defining this EV cycle. Trend number 1. Range is no longer a differentiator. Nearly every new model exceeds 500 kilometers on paper, with real-world figures consistently above 350 kilometers. The Mercedes CLA Electric pushes the frontier even further with nearly 800 kilometers. Trend number 2. Fast charging infrastructure is finally catching up to the hardware. Mahindra offers 175 kilowatt charging, Tata offers 120 kilowatts, and Mercedes leads with 320 kilowatts. This means practical top-ups now take just 15 to 25 minutes. Trend number 3. The 18 to 25 lakh segment is white hot. 6 strong SUV options from 4 different brands are all fighting for the same buyer. This is where volume will be won and lost. Trend number 4. Local assembly has become the decisive pricing weapon. The Volvo EX30, assembled locally, costs 41 lakh rupees. Compare that to the Tesla Model Y, which has a CBU import costs around 60 lakh. That gap is entirely due to manufacturing strategy. And trend number 5. Safety has become non-negotiable. Every major launch now ships with 6 to 11 airbags, level 2 ADAS, and 5-star safety ratings as standard. These used to be premium differentiators. Now they are table stakes. And that brings us to the end of this presentation. The conclusion is clear. The future of driving in India is electric. Indian EV buyers in 2026 are spoiled for choice in ways that were unimaginable just 2 years ago. With 12 new models from 8 different brands, spanning price points from 10 lakh to over 1 crore rupees, there truly is an electric vehicle for every type of buyer and every budget. Whether you are looking for an affordable daily commuter, a family-sized SUV, a sporty coupe, or an ultra-luxurious flagship, the Indian EV market now has a compelling answer. The range anxiety of earlier years is gone. The charging infrastructure is improving rapidly. Safety standards are at an all-time high. And the competition between manufacturers means prices are more attractive than ever. The electric revolution in India is not just coming. It is already here. Thank you for watching.